Hey guys, before we start this review and you want to see the full walkthrough of Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, remember to go check the description down below. I've got a full Let's Play of it on my other channel. Remember to subscribe to it. Check it out, guys. Peace. Get it. Yo, so what's going on, guys? My name is Pone. We are about to do a little bit of a review of the newly released Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, or that RE Orc. And I have to admit that if you guys have any sort of, sort of 90s baby, you guys understand what Resident Evil was as a child growing up. I mean, hell, you could have been a late 80s baby. I don't know. But you guys understand that fear, that difference, that challenge, that shut up phone that Resident Evil originally was back in the day. Now, I have never ever, with the exception of maybe Doom, had a game that made me feel so alert, so aware of my surroundings, and at the same time, kind of made me poop myself. I mean, there are only a handful of games that have ever given me that satisfaction and that thrill behind a game like this. Now, understand this Resident Evil right here is just an add-on. It's a different type of game that they wanted to build around and try to customize around multiplayer experiences. So, with that being said, this is not supposed to be the typical Resident Evil that you are accustomed to. This has kind of got that awkward Left 4 Dead feel without the kind of goofy vacation kind of shit. You know, it doesn't feel like survival. It feels like hunt and kill. And for me, Resident Evil it's up there. It's on the pedestal. It's got all of this respect for me. It's got all of these great thrills, great years. I remember the first one, second one, Nemesis, so on and so forth. And there is a lot to be had, and there's a lot that I expect from this game. So when they release titles that I don't think live up to the expectation of the game, I get disappointed. In all reality, I was not thrilled about the previous Resident Evil. I like the idea and the addition of co-op, but something about that game wasn't it. Now, when you bring a Resident Evil in the game, and you really don't have to worry about your ammo, there's no fear factor involved, then it's not Resident Evil to me. So you got to do something to up the ante to make it that much more entertaining for the crowd that is used to what Resident Evil was. So with this game, let's judge it overall. Appearance-wise, it's pretty decent. I'd give it about an 8 out of 10. Whatever they created this with was extremely decent. I like the coloring in it. It is a little bit dark here and there, but that's what you would try to expect from a game like this. But it's not like dark, creepy, check that corner, somebody might pop out and peekaboo you. It's not really like that kind of creepy. It's just like, I mean, there could be a couple more lights here, totally throwing off my vibe, my swag's on drop, can't do it. So it's like, even though it's in a map like this right now, like what you're seeing right now, there's a little bit of light here and there, but there's not supposed to be like some scare factor. No liquor's going to come out of nowhere and just bite my face off right now. So it's like, they could have done a little bit more with the kind of feel of the maps and the layout. The one thing that I do not like about this is they also, in these games, whether or not it's the multiplayer or the co-op, which is what I'm playing right now with my friends, there are a considerable amount of issues. Now, the AI in this, take co-op for example, the AI is dumb as shit, guys. Like, for real, right now, I would trade in my 3-year-old brother over the AI that I have right now. They are so stupid, they don't revive. They seriously do nothing. They're walking meat shields. They're distractions. They're a nice pair of tits. All they're there is for just, like, display purposes only. So, in that kind of aspect, even though there's a campaign, it's stupid to play this campaign by yourself. And I know that's like, what do you mean? And that's what Resident Evil is, right? But that's not what you expect. Now, thank God there's a redemption factor later on where the actual Resident Evil 6 comes out at the end of the year. I think it's November. So, I'm waiting for that because everybody knows and understands Resident Evil is this and that. So even if you've had a game or two that's been a bad title, you really can't give up on Resident Evil because, let's just face it, that's what it is. It's that game. Everybody knows what it is. You can't get over your first love, guys. You can't. It's just, there's no way around it. You don't forget about it. So, I'm excited for the release of that one, but in the meantime, they try to put this out there as like that multiplayer kind of aspect, that kind of feel to it. Now, I like the way they've done it. Multiplayer can be fun, but it's not intriguing enough. It doesn't pull you in enough for you to want to play it over and over again. I believe that anybody that purchases this game will play multiplayer for a couple days and probably go trade it in. This is more of a rental game. Look at the glitching right there. Look at the lag. Now, one of the difficulties right now is I'm playing with 3 other real-life players and 1 AI. The one guy that had to host the lobby, I'm seeing him move right now. The other girl that I'm playing with, she's back in spawn. That's one of the glitches. There's sometimes some issues where you can only see whoever's the host of the lobby. Your other players, you can't tell where they are, which makes it difficult for you to revive them, so on and so forth. This game is full of glitches. Now, it may be a pretty-looking game. It may be an appearance. It may have the Resident Evil tag on the list. But in the end, this game is probably not worth purchasing. And especially if you're going for the multiplayer aspect alone. There's so much lag involved. There's so many problems with the game. But the game modes they kind of brought in are actually kind of cool. I like the attacking thing. It's not what Resident Evil is, but the idea and the concept itself is pretty amazing. As you can tell, that AI was unresponsive. Sometimes some people on your team, your squad, will actually see big bosses or enemies not even move, so they could just straight take them out, and they're actually on the other side killing your friends. So I mean, there are a lot of glitches in this game that needs fixed before it's even going to be compatible with like any sort of sanity involved in this. I just go nuts playing this game because it could be so much more. And the fact that it's got Resident Evil in its title just kind of takes away from it. It doesn't feel like a Resident Evil game. It doesn't look like a Resident Evil game. Yes, you run out of ammo with your guns. You could choose and customize your weapons, which I think is cool. I think it's great and dandy that you could do that. There are a decent amount of boss fights, odd creatures, choke points. So, I mean, the creatures and the zombies, yeah, in that aspect, yeah, it's a Resident Evil game. But it's not a Resident Evil game. It's just some fucked up little version of it. So, with that being said, I would not recommend anyone to purchase this game. Try to rent it out first. If you do enjoy it that much, which I'm sure some people would, then go ahead and buy it. But it would not be worth my recommendation. Multiplayer alone, I would probably give a 5 out of 10. With the issues and the glitches involved, I mean, even if they fixed that wouldn't do too much to it. I'd give it a 6 out of 10 because it's really not that entertaining. With all of the content, all the multiplayer things out there, I would honestly play something like Left 4 Dead over this. There's so many other games out there that you could play that this one seems cool. I mean, I wish there was more of a storyline to it. I wish there were some scary issues. Even if you do happen to run out of ammo, which is a big aspect of Resident Evil, there's like a surplus of dead bodies and guns laying all over the place. So there are a few times playing out this campaign, which is only a 3.5-hour campaign, by the way, guys. I went through and I played it through, and yeah, I got to my pistol sometimes, but seriously, there are random ammo boxes, grenades. There's just like way too much ammo to survive off of, as well as the melee, how they've improvised with the melee. I mean, there are a lot of cool additions to this game that make it unique. You can dolphin dive, you can do all this stuff. So I like some of the things they brought in, but just as the feel as a game, it doesn't deserve the Resident Evil tag. It really honestly doesn't, and I just wanted to put that out there, give an honest review. I mean, some people may love the game, some may not. I mean, there are tons of great games out there right now. You've got Mass Effect 3, you've got Battlefield. There's so many great games right now, and there's so many great ones coming at the end of the year. If you planned on purchasing this, wait for the real thing at the end of the year. That's my suggestion to you. That was about the coolest thing throughout the entire campaign. I just got blown up by a door. That was about it. That was the climax of, my night. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Remember to like and favorite the video so this review can get out there a little bit more. I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys don't get as disappointed in this game as I was, but that's it, guys. Peace out. Get it.